One, two, three. One, two, three. I know this is a controversial topic, but I want to show you today why truly school is a scam. A lot of people are arguing on this, but I want to prove it to you today that truly school is a scam. So let's take Nigerian educational system for example. So in your primary school, you spend 6 years. So 6 years. Secondary school, another 6 years. University, let's say 4 years, and NYSC. Okay, now total of 17 years. Yeah, no, now 17 years in total. Now, on average, a Nigerian university graduate on average will be, let's say, approximately, maybe by now, the person will be, let's say, 25 years. Okay. And now, what do you get out of this? Out of these old years that you have spent in primary, secondary, university, and NYC, what do you get? You gain a skill. Okay, you can gain a skill like as an accountant. Maybe you become an accountant. You become a teacher. Yeah, most people become a teacher. You become a banker. Who employ most people in Nigeria? You become a banker. Let's say you even become an engineer. Okay, you become a scientist. You are working in the lab, whatever. Any field of engineering, petroleum, chemical, mechanical, whatever. Okay, so you gain these skills, but you have spent 17 years of your life trying to gain this skill. Now, why this system is floppy in Nigeria is because in these two places, what you are learning is actually other people's culture. You are learning about Caucasian culture, on how to speak English or how to speak, in Nigeria, how to speak English. I wanted to say how to speak French, but that applies to other countries. But in Nigeria, you learn how to speak English, you learn how to dress, you learn how to to knot your tie, you learn how to present yourself and all of that. So now when you have this skill, then you start looking for job. Okay. Now, with the current situation of Nigeria, let's say you are even lucky and you found a job by 25. At age 25, you found a job. And then after 2 years, maybe 27, when you're 27, then you start thinking of starting a family. Okay? Now, you start thinking of starting a family. Now, when you begin to start a family, then kids will come in. Okay, children will come into your life. You have maybe by now you start. Let's say you're starting family at 27. This is rare actually. This is very rare to see a Nigerian, like an average Nigerian, somebody who is not in the elite family, somebody who is influential, somebody whose parents is not into politics, and the person is starting life, is confident that he can start life because starting a family is money. It's not, you can't just go and start a family with someone, in Nigeria particularly. So let's even say 27, you started a family, and then you have other things, like maybe you want to build a house. You build a house, you have a car, and you have children. You have children to look after, and also your spouse, of course, and your spouse as well. So your spouse, which could be male or female, husband or wife. And then you start doing all these things. Now, for you to have this, your job must be sustainable. Okay, so you must have job security. Like, you must have job security for at least the first 5 years after your marriage. This is my own philosophy. Okay, for the first 5 years of your marriage, you must have a very stable source of income. Now, what you realize in Nigeria is this. This is almost impossible. Now, even if it happens that it becomes possible and you do this, and then you start, and then you start. So let's now say in January, so see what happens. So let's say in January 2024, you saved um you saved 1 million. Okay, 1 million naira savings. 1 million naira savings. Okay, as at then, let's even hypothetically, let's say this 1 million naira is equivalent to 1,000 USD, 1K USD. Okay, now right now by September 2024, this 1 million naira in your bank account that you saved is almost like, maybe right now is almost like maybe 400 USD. Okay, and now what happened? Why did the value depreciate from 1,000? So you've lost $600 here between the space of 9 months. You've lost $600. And how did this happen? It's from your government. Okay, so this monetary value loss is from your government, because then your government, like right now that Tinubu is saying, Tinubu and all the governments all around the world, they are saying they don't have money. Say, hey, we want to build you guys bridges, we want to build you roads, we want to build airport, we want to transition electricity from fossil fuel to renewable electricity, and we need money to execute all these projects. And see what they will do, and they will tell you that they need the money, but they don't have the money, and they say, hey, but we need to raise money. Okay, so they'll say they will need to raise money, and then what they will do is that they will come back to you and they will raise the taxes. Okay, so taxes go up. So right now Nigeria is considering VAT increase from 7.5% to 10%. Okay, so what this means is that you pay more. Okay, you pay more. So they come on taxes, and they come on commodity goods that people are using in the country. So one of it is also like petroleum. Okay, so one of it is petrol. Okay, yeah, petroleum. So they'll come on this, and then they will increase the price as well. Okay, before Nigeria, I think in some few years ago, petrol was selling like maybe 197 naira. Okay, per liter. Okay, and right now, the Nigerian government say they are struggling to sell it at 1,000 naira per liter. Okay, now look at it. From 197 to 1,000 naira. Now you go and say, so when all of this are happening, the government is telling you that they don't have enough money to fund the infrastructure. Then they will come back to you and take all the money that you thought you saved, that you will use it for your own personal project. Then the value goes down, because as the price of fuel increases, other commodity goods in the country also increases. Building material increases, education increases, flight increases, vehicles increases. And then what your 1 million naira could have bought you in January 2024, it cannot buy you again in September 2024. Now it has always been like this. Okay, it has always been like this. Then year on year, the cycle goes up. Every single year, the prices of commodity go up, and you will not be able to afford it. Now you have a family to feed, you have children in school, you have a spouse to look after, you have your house. Let's say you even have your own house. You have your house and you have car to maintain. And guess what's going to happen? You will make sure that you keep your job, or you find other means to make more money. Okay? Then you go and look for other means to make money, and then you'll be working more. So when government increases taxes, the government increases taxes, and then your salary, maybe your salary is still the same, then you have to go and look for a way to find more money. Then you'll be working more. You spend more of your time. Okay, then your time will now be equal to money. So you go and look for more money. You go and look for more money only to satisfy the government. So what the government is doing is this. So after a number of years, they will find a way to scrutinize the public. Okay, they will find a way to strain you financially. They will bring in taxes. I mean, Tinubu has increased Nigerian passport now. Nigerian passport, some 3-5 years ago, it was like, I think officially it was like 18,000 naira. Right now, Nigerian passport is 100K. So government is looking for everywhere to get money from you. You that you thought you saved money, you have spent 17 years to learning a skill. You have spent 17 years to learning a skill, and then you found a job and you're running your family and you're saving this money, and then the government will come for the money. Okay. Now you have, for you to sustain this, to sustain your family, children, a house and spouse, you have to work more. Now, right now, ChatGPT can do all of these jobs. At the moment, right now, ChatGPT can act as an accountant. It can act as this one flawlessly. It can act as a banker flawlessly. Engineer, it can, because right now they are doing. In fact, as a doctor said, even if you studied medicine, okay, robots are doing operations right now. You don't have to, the surgeon doesn't have to be physically present. It has happened before. They've done it. They did it in China. Okay, so machines are taking over. All right. Now let's do something. So let's say you flip it. Let's say you flip the system. 17 years learning a skill on how to become an accountant. Whereas in reality, what you're gaining from here is that you are getting a value. Okay. And the value is your knowledge as an accountant, your knowledge as a teacher, your knowledge as a banker. However, if you found something valuable a skill that you have that is valuable, any skill can be valuable. Any skill, like barbing is valuable. Barbing is valuable. Drawing is valuable. Okay. Singing is valuable. Dancing is valuable. Okay, anything, any skill. Now, imagine if you had put these things, if you had put these skills, if you had invested like 17 years of your life, or even not up to 17 years of your life, if you had invested it into these skills, you will be great. You will become. Now, look at Ronaldo. What skill does Ronaldo have? For example, what skill does Ronaldo have? He knows how to play football. And this guy has dedicated, is like since childhood, since maybe 7 years or 8 years, he has been playing football, yeah? And now he's about 39 years old. And look at the amount of wealth that he has amassed for himself. And he's doing it effortlessly. Okay, because Ronaldo, the value that Ronaldo brings is that he knows how to play football. Look at people who do music. People who draw, look at Wizkid. Okay, what skill does he have? He can sing. Look at Kaby Lame, this guy. What skill does he have? He can make people laugh. Okay, all you have to do is to find the skill, and this is why this is the thing with Igbo people, with their own form of education, in which somebody will go and learn a trade. Okay, somebody go and learn a trade over some years. That skill is massive. And that's why those guys are very confident in their skill. When they go out of the country, they go to other countries and they go start a business because they already have the skill. So you don't need it. You really don't need to spending all this. This school is actually a scam. Okay? This is actually a scam. So if you have a skill, all you have to do is to invest time into that skill and you develop it. Now, once you have a skill, let's say somebody knows how to barb and this person is in Ibadan, somewhere in Ibadan, maybe Challenge. It might be in Challenge in Ibadan. Maybe the person is earning, is charging probably 500 naira per person. Okay, now if this in Ibadan, this is Ibadan. Now, if the person moved to somewhere like Abuja, the same person, the same skill, the same everything that he has. Let's say the person moves to Abuja, he probably might be charging 2k naira. Okay, now if this person moves to New Zealand, same skill, same person. If he moves to New Zealand, he might be earning maybe like an equivalent of 50,000 naira per person. Okay, now imagine this same person is now barbing somebody like Barack Obama. Becomes a personal barber to Barack Obama. this person will be earning a lot of money. Okay, without necessarily wasting the first 17 years of your of life, most valuable time, the most precious time of your life. They are telling you to go and study all these courses that machines are doing right now. Okay, and then even once you are done studying all the courses, and then you will come back and you go and look for a job. This is an ideal scenario. This rarely happens. This rarely happens to an average Nigerian. Okay, this is even an ideal scenario. So you start a house, have children, have spouses, and you have to keep working. You have to keep working all your life. They will come for your taxes. They will come through taxes. They will come through VAT. Whereas if you found a skill, that's why it is important for parents, when you figure that your kids have a certain skill at the early stage of your life, all you have to do is to help them, support them, and enhance the skill. And they don't have to go through all these things, because this is the matrix. Okay, when we are talking about the matrix, this is the matrix. This is what it means. This is the system. You are the ones servicing matrix. Why do you think in countries like Japan, China, people are saying, even in the West, they are saying they are not having children, and they are begging them to go and have children? Because the people are the product. They want you to keep working and working so that you can keep on feeding the system. Okay, now you've gone to school for 17 years, you graduated at 25, you're married at 27, you have children, you have family, you have houses, you have a spouse, and then you're running your life. You think, oh, you're good. No, they will come back to you. They will come back and take the money from you. Whatever you think you have, they will come back and take the money from you. And then they will force you to work more. Okay, so this is the system. And then some people will do this cycle over and over until they say they want to retire. To their retirement time, and then they say they want to retire. Okay, and then they will say they are waiting for pension, they are waiting for gratuity, and at this point, you are useless to the system. They can choose to pay you, they can choose not to pay you, they don't care. So in most European countries, you see people working for an average of 40 years. 40 years, people will be working, going to the same thing every day, 9 to 5. Every day you're working your life, you're working your butt off every day, 9 to 5 for 40 years. And you're waiting for gratuity, you're waiting for retirement. This is the system. This is the matrix. This is what it means by the matrix. Where you have, in fact, in all of these years, these are indoctrination. They are indoctrinating you. These are indoctrination. And it's even way worse in Nigeria, because what you're learning here in the first 12 years is other people's culture. You are learning English. You are not even, you don't know about your own African powerful people. All you know is Charles Law, Boyce Law, Adam Smith, all these Caucasians. You're not even learning about yourself. So this is the real system. This is what they mean by the matrix. So you spend these years, and then you go start a family, and then you start feeding the system. And then, because in here, you'll be spending money to sustain your family. So you're working, and then you're earning salary, and then your salary goes here, your salary goes here, your salary goes here, your salary goes here. And then when the government realizes that people are feeling comfortable in the country, like it is in Nigeria right now, they will come to you. They come to you through VAT. They will come to you through commodity prices. They will come to you through what do they call it? There's a word, austerity measures. They will use several austerity measures. In Western countries, they can say they can. I mean, right now the prices of pharmaceutical products have also increased. So you pay more. So you pay more. You are the one feeding the system. So all these things. So this is why school is bullshit. Is bullshit. The first 17 years, you don't need it. You can go and learn a trade. You can gain any skill. Whatever the skill it is, you can be great at it. Whatever the skill is, singing, is drawing, is you can learn carpentry and be awesome with it. Okay, but the matrix is always there. There's another side of it. There's another side of the matrix that I've not mentioned. But right now, just know that this is what they mean when they say the matrix and the system, because it becomes cyclic. And when your kids grow up, they will do the same thing. They will repeat the same cycle. Your kids will also go to school. They will find a job. They will start a family, and then they will be they will be running the system as well. They will be feeding the system. They will be feeding the system. Uh, so this is a wake up call for you. Especially if you're a parent, don't let your kids go through this thing. It's bullshit. School is actually a scam because the end product of school is value. And what value do you have? You can have a value as an accountant, and your value is even limited. Your value is limited to the place that you are. It's like that Baba who is in Abuja or who is in Ibadan. Your value is limited to the place that you are. So even having all these values, and then the country is still BS, then this is what makes life very terrible to be in. All right, that's it for today. I'm gonna join you again next time. Let me know what you feel in the comment. Thank you. It's curious.